1, 2, 3. Okay, mic is checked. Hello, dear stream. Welcome to Fuji. Right, where we are, Hypercar Cadillac. I've never raced it yet. FFB is on. We supposedly need full brake force. I need to double check if actually sounds work, but they are working, so fantastic. Alright, brake bias a bit to the rear, I believe. And a bit less fuel. I think it should be like 12 laps-ish for quali. Let's go for a lap. Hi Joao. Let me just put this onto the wrist because esports and a lot of laps and things starts to hurt in the long term. And some beautiful gloves. And now listen to this. First gear. And the engine is on. That's so stupidly simple, but so stupidly beautiful. The V8 coming on over the engine, the electric engine. And the TC needs to be adjusted, I think. And the tires are colder than it appears. It's always quite difficult to replicate the real life sounds in game because all the mics that we hear from real life are just so, like, how to say, they are adjusted for really loud noises. And then we try to replicate those very loud noises into something that can be listened to with headphones. But I think they kind of did a good job with this in LMU. Just enough time for one timed lap, but the tires will not be up to temp yet. It's especially a beautiful symphony when there are several different engine layouts. Well, with V6s and flat 6s and V8s and so on, it's already quite nice. I'm waiting for times when there will be like 5-cylinder turbos being used. That will add some extra great sound if we cannot have V10s and so on. That lap time would have been okay, 30.4. I think we are targeting 28 something. So this is now okay, 10-minute quali. Shame that one cannot save this setup clicks when it's fixed setup. Did I? Yeah, I did adjust brake bias. Gotta love this drift out of the garage on the cold tires. And the sound coming on, beautiful. Okay. Yeah, let's see how much of challenge this race will be. It's the first day with the new combinations. And probably most people are still in bronze level. So the most competition will always be there, but well, let's see. I wanted to drive the hypercars. And I have 5 laps of practice, so let's see how that's gonna go. This is one of the trickiest corners here. Would need to do something clever with brake bias or the brake migration. Like initially it locks the rear, I think, and then later it starts locking the front. So what would I need to migrate towards the rear, I guess? I don't know, 2.5%, it's not... I mean, it's something. Hi Michi! No, I'm locking the front all the time. I need... Or I would need negative brake migration. Yeah, already locking up. Like very late, like almost at the apex. Just before easing off, I get front lock up. Even with 53.7. And now I lose the rear for the first time in this corner. Micha, I locked the rears at the start of some braking zones. And then lock the fronts almost at the apex. Would be nice if I remember to turn off my phone. Is migration, like brake migration, if it's positive, it moves to the front, right? Well, I plan to do either 2 or 3, maybe 3 races here in intermediate, let's see. Something about the braking being a tire temp issue, potentially. Is this a cut? It's not. Because this here, like, is a very long corner, it really loads the front left and then the rear snaps a bit and hits up. And then I can imagine the grip already being a bit lower because of overheating. And then I apply the brakes, so makes sense that it would be easier to lock up front left. But I think now it feels kind of solid. I don't even know which brake migration I left it at. Enough time for 2 more laps, but not enough fuel. And now I locked the rear. Maybe the more I go into the race or into the stint, the more I need to increase the brake bias. I had the same experience before in test session when I did 5 laps stint. And I think Michi's answer will be yes, lowest tire pressures and so on. I think, well, I mean, it's like that in real life as well, for most of the cases. Have I cooled down the tires too much? I hope not. Oh yeah. This is nice actually. Okay, well, I guess I just do the rest of the lap for practice. Yeah, well, in game it's limited usually to 140 kPa. Which is, I guess, within realistic limits of what tire manufacturers say. Does the engine turn off? It doesn't. Ah, in first gear it does. No, what? I guess it just does it when you exit the garage for the first time. I don't know, Joao. Probably depends on the car that you're racing, but I think in RF2 it's inevitably like the pressures are inevitably a grip multiplier. So the more you put, it will just instantly reduce the grip. So, but it's a thing that we could test. Although I don't think it's specifically hard to warm up the tires. Yeah. Well, when LMVS happens, I'm sure we will have it all figured out at some point. So how is the grid looking? 14. I wonder if it was just like 28 sign-ups and it split it into two equal grids. But
ladies and gentlemen, please start your engines.
It's quite cool that they restricted. Why am I on mediums? Is that a glitch? Or was I actually driving on mediums now? I wanted to say it's cool that they limited the cars to just Porsche and Cadillac. Why cannot I choose softs? Oh, anyway. So max brake force, brake bias a bit to the rear, and I must remember to put it back to the front after some laps, maybe. And was it 50 liters or so? I think I'll calculate it like 46. I always want to click this thing there, but like in RF2 that would bring you out of the menu. But here it actually, I think, closes the server. I don't know. Ah, now everybody is on mediums. I guess that's just a feature of the UI. Ah, Gasper, Pillow. Pillow is from... Wait, where is it from? I think it's from some online shop. Which one was it? I forgot. The one behind my back is from Yisk. But this one... Oh, what's that shop? Oh, come on. Some shop that also sells mattresses and also cooking things. Driving too slow? No. No, that the start was a mess. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Am I... Okay. Okay, well, let's be free for now. I was thinking of all other things rather than the start. Like, I mean, I thought that the line is a bit later, and then it just went green. Yeah, I was like, if everyone was clean in turn 1, I would have rear-end and somebody there sideways, but luckily everyone died and I just slided across. I thought there would be enough of distance for the braking, but yeah, the cars really need a long time to stop there. Even though they supposedly have a little bit of tire blankets simulation for these fast starts. But well, a bit of a job to do to overtake the cars ahead. And let's figure out if these cars have any slipstream. So from 3/10 behind. But it's a Porsche, right? I think, yeah. So not sure how exactly the BOP between top speeds is. And I've done a rookie mistake and learned the braking point into turn 1 to be that kink in the white line, which is obviously invisible when there is a car ahead, so... Well, not sure if it's 0. Would be nice to have like a gap with more than 1 decimal. Although, yeah, I tried this HUD on the steering wheel, which looks like it does not have live gaps, just the order, like this one here. Or maybe next lap when I'm a bit closer. Is first gear or is second? I guess second does the job. So let's see the slipstream. Maybe there is a little bit. The whole podium goes wide. I think I'm using too much battery. That was a nice move. I was scared of that car that went off. Well, Sergio, I don't know how. Like maybe the Porsches are just a bit faster than Cadillacs in the flat out sections. I would need to go head to head with the Cadillac. Double upshift. Rip. Although now I'm pulling away from P3 behind, so I don't know how that works. I saw the car behind braking quite late. Needed to start diving a bit. I'm quite bad in this last corner, and I try to take wider line to have better exit, but it just does not work here. Maybe the real road is at fault. I see he is struggling with lockups into that corner as well. Well, that was a bit brave by that guy, but I'm not gonna make life difficult for him, although maybe I should. Yeah. Well. That was interesting. Do we have damage? Where is that? Damage not available, okay. And this one is oh, the slip angle. I don't have a sign that this is slip angle. Maybe if I reduce this one, let's see what it does. I don't even know if it was just one guy's fault. I was just trying to stay on track, and then I had a car on the left and a car on the right, and they were pinching me. I would be way less patient if it was esports race, but I'm just trying to survive and to eventually get that P1. And the pace ultimately doesn't seem to be an issue. I don't really feel any difference with that TC slip angle adjustment. Maybe out of turn 1 now. I'm not doing enough of slip angle to feel it. TC is a scam. He's defending. Well, I did thought of diving, but didn't decide to do that. Okay, no switch back because of the dive. Yeah, that's what I mean about this last corner. I don't understand it. Looks like you must not take wide line, you just need to go very shallow. Is he flashing me? I saw reflections from the road on off, but the headlights stayed on. Oh dear. Well, I guess he was alongside, but lately it's not been the standard that having front splitter alongside rear wing is sufficient overlap, so he cannot be too angry with me. Yeah, I guess the idea for this last corner is just to take the inside line and be close and then take the slipstream. And if you go wide, you will lose all the grip. Oh, I guess he lost it on traction and overcorrected it or something. But I'm proud of getting my braking point at least kind of right for the move. But I do need to move the brake bias a lot more to the front now compared to the start of the stint. So let's see what we can do in the clean air. These track limits are really lenient. Nice lap time. I keep short shifting because I remember the sound from the Cadillac DPI from R Factor 2, and I think the rev limiter was like 500 oh, what? Okay. Whoops. So yeah, the rev limiter of that car was 500 RPM lower. Interesting. Well, let's put it to 56.0, as Michi suggested before. And now I have the locking again, late into the corner. Forgot where I assigned that thing. Ah, here. I put it to 0. Well, I was smashing the brakes and there were no lockups either on the front or the rear, but just felt like the brakes have no power. Seems like third gear is good enough. Enough of low RPM power. Battery is charging, I think. And we don't want to clip it to 100%, so Maybe I'm losing a little bit of power there because of third gear, but I would need to put TC off to really see what exactly is happening. And I would not like to spin with 3 laps to go. I keep messing up that corner, the long right. Such a great corner to learn what is lift off oversteer, but it really needs a lot of throttle very deep into the corner and very late lift. Right, so one can go to the edge of the green stuff and still not get a cut. Well, it went yellow for a moment, but it's not even a warning for me if it goes green instantly. So that's going to be last lap. I guess with more pace from lap 1 it would be the extra lap after this. Cadillac. I have not heard that name yet for the car, but sounds good. Maybe I try this race again after the other intermediate or silver race now, and then I could maybe take the Porsche to see how it handles compared to this. I think the TC is still cutting in so much. Would need to further reduce it. The biggest problem is lateral sliding anyway, not the longitudinal wheel spin. Yeah, there is quite a lot of options to lose it with TC off. So 7 minutes to go to register for that multi-class event with the LMP2 and GTs. But I will wait for the results to get generated. I guess I'll first go register for this. Interesting to see more GTEs initially. That's one LMP2. I expected more LMP2s, to be honest. Max Etappen. That's a nice name. I will do the LMP2. More fun. I don't particularly like this design over what RF2 had. Like, if I could click and like roll from left to right, or if the cars were a bit bigger, that would be nice. Anyway, a car is a car. Hi Martin. Well, it's not a noob question. I took many years to realize what fixed means, because in RF2 it was never fixed. It's setup. So like when you join the server, it just means that setup cannot be changed apart from, let's say, steering range or brake bias or brake force, things like that. Sometimes you can adjust front wing. So yeah, here we can adjust brake pressure, brake bias, fuel, and in-car TC, and maybe even the anti-roll bars. I have never tried that, but I think it's supposedly adjustable from in-car. Yeah, RF2 online. Well, I mean, RF2 has option to make it fixed. Maybe they just call it differently. I don't know. I don't remember. Where is that event history? Okay. Rank breakdown. That's what I wanted to see. Come on. What does it mean, race contact with myself? I see that every time. Anyway, soon it will be silver 2, which is nice. It's bugged. Okay. So we have 2 minutes and a half, which is not enough to join the practice and do any meaningful driving. Would be nice to see like how many are registered. Or does it say in the previous page? It doesn't say, huh? But when one can instantly see that... Well, I don't know. It's same as in RF2, like the beginner or like the bronze races are just more populated and more challenging. But I don't want to race GTEs anymore. So we will wait for this one. Also, sorry if you see, like I heard, I think it's this. Sometimes this happens when racing. I noticed it when watching my previous stream, like I double checked if everything is fine, and I heard something like this. So sorry about it, but tomorrow I get a new mic and then it's gonna be fixed. Alright, Martin, good to hear. I mean, it's a good Logitech headset, so it should kind of sound clear, although it's not the greatest mic in existence. Don't turn off SimiCube. And when this is loading, let's see if I have some more useful dash. What is this? There is delta on it, nice. This one looks intriguing. Where is anything? Okay, advanced setup. I think it was 88% with this car and a bit less brake bias. And I did not reduce the fuel. Ah. So much different FFB, really intriguing. But it's all due to the actual, like, geometry. Like, this one has a lot more weight at some point in the corner. Thank you, Martin. Enjoy the party. And this car has a shorter RPM range than its RF2 counterpart, so I keep bouncing into the limiter, but this TC is annoying me. I'll put it just a little bit. Understeer. How is that not a cut? They are really lenient with these server settings. Okay, at least that is a cut. Hi, Victor. Well, it's there in Sim Hub by default, I think. This car feels absolutely the same with TC5 or TC1. Who would understand? Seven LMP2s. Loading, loading. Okay. 9 LMP2s. 11 GTs. So yeah, Victor, like I'm checking in SimHub now, and just like a dashboard, and it's named. Where is it now? Lock and spin of wheels. And it's just that. Not sure where it came from. What should we do? Try to get P1 by second? Or should we do some challenge? Wait, it's 30 minutes race. I'm gonna quickly check. What am I doing? Up. I've not even done a lap? No, what? Ah, it's this log. 2.4 per lap. And lap time is 35-ish. My brain is too full to calculate that. 95. Okay, kind of 20 laps times 2.4. 50 it is. I'll just put it to 50. Or maybe I should do back to front challenge. Why doesn't it work? Okay. Is there no auto clutch? Ah, well. I'll try TC off challenge. Okay, Victor, then I can try zipping it and sending it to you. I'm just trying to figure out where I got it from. I didn't really download dashes much. I know I downloaded some once as I was learning how to do stuff. Maybe that one is from there. Ah, okay. Well, I always went into that dash templates folder and rared it and copy pasted and so on. I'm kind of happy with before. Want to have some fun overtaking. I don't know, I'll put TC1 1 for now. It really feels weird. If it's on 4, it kind of feels like that you need it. Like TC tells you that, oh no, if you turn me off, then your car will spin around. But when you turn it off, nothing changes really. Maybe I try to get P3 because I don't want to be on the outside into turn 1. Interesting traction. And maybe at that point I would need TC. Or just better right foot. Yeah, I'm on 40 liters, but I planned to kind of not to qualify on the pole and do some more races because I think most of the faster guys are doing the bronze events. And I would really like to try overtaking here because well, I don't know, like in the races that I've done here in the bronze series last week on this same track, it was not easy to overtake, but also always the gaps or like the pace difference was very minimal with the people that were battling against me. I'll take P3. I just need to think like 3 times what I'm clicking because, well, I still don't know exactly how or what to click sometimes in RF2, and I've been clicking there heavily for 2 years since the newest UI, or was it 3 years?
Ladies and gentlemen, please start your engines.
I don't know like what's better for the stream. I'm still figuring out. Like I could do last to first challenge, but I don't know if I can overtake 9 cars with very low slipstream. And ultimately I want to win every race, of course, but it's nice to have a bit of a challenge for stream especially. So then starting from P3 with P1 and P2 having reasonable pace is not a bad idea, probably. Did I forget something? I think it was 48 for the fuel. I'd take a bit more just in case. Hi MTB, welcome. I forgot how is it with LMP2s and cold tires. It's not as bad as with the hypercars. I think it was mostly because of cold brakes that there were lockups into turn 2. What did we use in RF2 with this car? In the endurance races? Was it like power cut 1 or 2 and then traction like 1? 3? I don't know, like I'll put it 1 and 3 for now. I hope the image is not flashing or like not too bright, because I would need sunglasses almost at the moment. Bit of a squeeze. Where slipstream? Nice battle. I did expect a bit more front turn in now on the exit. If Le Mans Virtual Series started now, I would pick for practical purposes I would pick exactly this car because I've not done enough laps with hypercars yet to really scratch even the surface of understanding them. But with this car, or its counterpart in RF2, which is almost the same as this, I have won a race in a Le Mans Virtual Series, so I think I would be doing quite well in this. Although it still has a bit of weird behavior in low speed, because it's not yet the fully updated tire model as it is on the hypercars. And from the hypercars I only tested Ferrari and the Cadillac. And well, I don't know, maybe I need to... maybe I had the FFB multi or like car specific mult set too low and it was a bit too light, but I think I can feel the grip a bit more with this car somehow. But it's again also like default setups or like these fixed setups which are a bit weird, I think. Like in RF2 online, when there is a fixed setup race, you can expect it to be very stable and understeery. But here it has esports rotation by default, and then you need to manage it. Which means that at tracks like Fuji, with the third sector being very dependent on the aero performance under braking and lateral load, then every car can be a struggle. This wheel dash is not really showing anything, is it? Yeah, that makes sense kind of, because it's supposedly then not SimHub default dash, and SimHub default dashes are updated to work with anything. But that one then I guess needs some updates to work with LMU. So let's try to get some slipstream before P3 attacks me. Big understeer. I just turned too much. And this second gear is really funny. Feels like there is no power at all in low RPM, but the rears will still slide in some conditions. Will we even catch the GTEs? Still 50 seconds away. After 10 minutes of racing. So, our first chance. Oof. Whoa. Interesting. Was that dirty air? Okay, well, I learned something, which is nice. That was some weird racing lines from myself included and everybody else. I just didn't have enough rotation to do the switchback. I'm alive! I'm alive! Pro tip: if a big battle is going on and a hairpin is approaching, be on the inside. Even if they crash you, you're understeering, trying to get the apex, and they will just bump you and help you get the apex. Well, at least in RF2. Or LMU. Thank you, Joao. It was a fun one. Now let's see how many laps to go before we catch the GT jungle. And meanwhile, let's maybe try to do a 34, because I'm doing this 35 and, well, it's double the fuel as it was previous week, as it was I think 16-minute race, and now it's 30-minute race, but still 34 should be doable. It's so good because you can really feel with this car what the rear does, and like into that double right. Like in second gear you can feel that like there is just slightly not enough rotation, and then you downshift into first and you feel initially really positive feedback, but then there is too much engine braking and it just well, reduces the rear grip momentarily so much that it starts to induce understeer even. But it's really nicely feelable, the limit of the car in that medium speed. But I'm surely struggling with low speed corners still. It's closed setup, this one. It's so beginner and intermediate series, so bronze and silver series are fixed, and then advanced or gold is open, and also the special or weekly events are open setup. Although I would argue that there is not many drivers at the moment who can actually improve the old setups. Apart from maybe decreasing TC and moving brake bias a bit to the rear, there is not much really that can be done for instant pace improvement. Yeah, for sure, the default setups are pretty nice. But also the default setups of RF2 of the latest cars can be pretty decent as well. Only issue is that they are made in RF2 to feel as realistic as possible. And then sometimes you need to go negative rear toe. I wasn't sure if he was about to move away or keep doing the racing line. And here come the GTEs. And I'm unhappy with the brake bias. I think I'm locking inside front into every slow corner. These new era LMP2s are just so weak that like you exit a corner, you think you have already cleared the GT. Is he gonna chop me? No. And then actually the GT never appears because it has enough power to keep accelerating alongside. Okay, I guess I would be happy to add a little bit of front downforce to this car. Maybe raise the rear right height a bit. That would also help with hairpin understeer. Or maybe just decrease the rear wing. I never raced Portimao multi-class. I just don't know where the lines are to overtake the GTEs. And that can easily get very ugly and awkward over this crest and jumps of this beautiful track. Ah, understeer. nice podium battle for GTE P2. I'll try not to disrupt them too much. A bit wide. Keep locking up into low speed. And I already have brake bias quite a lot to the rear. Yeah, Nicolini having some fun. What to do with the brake bias? I don't know, I feel like I'm just gonna lose the rear if I put it too much rearwards. Missing every hairpin apex, but I promised that 34, so let's do the 34. I used second gear previous lap there, first gear now. The delta is within 10 milliseconds. Where am I going? Well, not best in cleanest races for me, but that was some good fun. And I did a 34.8, which is a respectable, I mean, kind of respectable lap time. I'm happy with that. All right. GG. How to... I don't understand this UI and how to see things. Anyway. Exit. And let's check what is the situation with the intermediate hypercar fixed. And we are safety rating S2. I'm gonna... Oh, this is still not updated. So I'll check the other race first. Michi stealing my viewership. He's in the Porsche. He's just gonna drive off into the distance, right? Well, what should I do now? I think I will rather take the Cadillac again, so I can learn it a bit more and have a fast reference. That would not be too bad. Wait, no. No, I did want to check something here. I don't know what. I don't know. Anyway, profile, event history, okay. Slip angle key, yeah. Handbrake. Rank. Is it rank on rating? Rating or rank? Or does it mean both anyway? I had a contact with myself. I had a contact with my steering wheel. Alright. Maybe I can even get a lap in. Maybe find some other dash that would actually show something. I want something that shows maybe GPU. No, that shows the fuel consumption. That's not it. 9 seconds. It's not gonna be enough for a lap. Is it this one? Nope. Ford GT. That's quite nice. Although the fuel is not really that... Well, 88.0. Maybe it has the decimal. Although I wanted 2 decimals. This one is bugged. This one has decimals. 2 decimals for the fuel. Let's have a Ferrari dash on Porsche steering wheel driving the Cadillac. The beauty of sim racing. Do we have some other known names in the sign-up list. Not many sign-ups, interesting. But that's a single split. Which makes me wonder why? Because there is no Hypercar in beginner, and I would think Hypercar is quite desirable series for LMU, but I don't know. People like to GT. Which is kind of a shame because these hypercars are just better. What kind of stuff would I like on my dash? Well, in LMU for sure I would like a big delta in the middle. Probably not numbers, but like maybe colors, so that I would see, or maybe black numbers within a big color box. And then I would like delta to cars around me with 3 decimals. And, well, the fuel consumption with 00. And that's about it, I think. Oh, it's rolling the circle, that's not a good idea. No good idea, not a good sign. Join event. Please work. Thank you. I just realized I have not restarted the game yet after 2 races, and that supposedly is a good choice to restart it. Yeah, I don't know about this. Like, it's really great to have a screen if you don't have a secondary monitor, but I do have a secondary monitor, and I'm used to having a big SimHub dash there, and it's from viewing perspective easier to like just look at the same distance but a bit angled to the top rather than like to focus much more down. Although on the straights it doesn't really make much difference. Okay, what did we have? Max pedal force. Brake migration, I think we disable it. Wait, what? Why are these numbers a bit different than before? The fuel was like 90 liters before in the locked setup, but now it was 35. That's weird. Also the brake bias is a bit different. A very light FFB, but well, cold tires, not much grip. Oof, okay, yeah. Sorry. And we did decrease the TC, right? Ah, the ARBs. Yeah, the ARBs can be adjusted, nice. Although not sure what to do with them because they feel quite good. Although the rear is a bit too slidey, so maybe I'll reduce the rear ARB. Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised to see a series where there are only two chances, or like two choices, Cadillac and Porsche. Because before the Ferrari gets plus 50 kilos, nobody's gonna choose anything else. Well, they sound better in game as well. High speed understeer though, or maybe on power understeer. But I liked rear ARB 1 in low speed. Alright. What is happening? Okay. Wheels and brakes. This goes to max. And now it's 99 liters. I don't know. But the RB, the in-car setting gets saved when session transitions. Fuel doesn't though. That's really strange. TC got changed as well. But rear RB stayed at 1. Curiously. So, explanation how the different traction control settings work. So I think the best explanation is that the main TC, so where is it? This one, traction control. It just like the higher it is, the earlier TC will activate. Like overall, TC cut just means how much power will be cut. If it's at 0, then 0 power will be cut and there will be no TC at all actually. But if you put TC cut, so TC power cut at 1, it will cut certain percentage of power if TC is activated. And then the slip angle I don't really know, because in RF2 it was usually linked or like not available, but it should basically just say like if the more you slide the rear, the more it will activate. Like let's say if it's at 7, then it will activate at 5 degrees of rear slip angle. If you're at 1, it will activate at 15 degrees rear slip angle. I don't know the exact numbers, but that's how it should be. I hope that was kind of clear enough of an explanation. Maybe I can explain better after quali if there is some time on the grid. And meanwhile I'm just trying to get some temperature into the tires without scrubbing them too much, so lap 3 and 4 on the set are going to be fast enough. Great NTB. Will you be beating Michi today? I have no idea. I really hope so. I have not beaten him yet in LMU, right? I think we never drove, or we've not driven together much. So let's see how the tire temps are now. I think I have not loaded the tires enough, so the temps are still too low. But well, I have fuel for 5 laps, 4 maybe. Nicht gut. So that lap is a write-off, but I did 28.2 I think previous session here, so I should be able to match Michi. I should have two laps at least. No, exactly 2 laps to try to beat him. Bad braking, but at least I touched the apex. Which is quick, or maybe the Porsche is quick. One more try. Maybe 4 tenths lost in sector 3. But oof. Yeah, end of fuel. Well, let's see what happens in turn 1. The Burst Brothers. I have not been called that yet. Oh, this red color. Oh. What was it? 50 liters, right? What was it? 80. Oh, my brain, I cannot calculate stuff. Yeah, 47, 48. I will try to increase the FFB. 55. For LMP2, 50 is plenty enough, but for this car it feels like I need like 65, 70 maybe. I will not increase it too much now. Thomas doesn't throw dive bombs. Well, I will have a look into the mirror to see for upcoming Cadillacs. It's always nice. It's always nice when there is a big gap, but it's a different car. So.
Ladies and gentlemen, please start your engines.
So it's never my fault, right? It's just the BOP. The Cadillac needs like minus 50 kilos and then it's gonna be competitive, right? Gotta love the Japanese commentators shouting in the background. Brake migration, I think I had it at 1.5. I don't know, like some laps feel completely the other way around on the other laps, so let's see during the race if I have to change anything. 40, 49. And then it was power cut 1. Although when it's cutting, it's not really cutting enough. Or maybe my right foot is at fault. Maybe it's not cutting. I think I'll leave this at 5 now and this at 1 and see what happens. And then slip angle goes to 1 as well, or maybe 2. And rear B is still at 1. I leave it there, or maybe even detached. I had some understeer as well. I need some rear B potentially. Okay. I'm missing that look left and look right assignments. Well, my braking point was spot on, but I was on the wrong side of the road. Don't leave me, Michi. How is that not a cut? I completely cut the apex. Mitch is doing some weird lines. Those lateral slip sounds are just too exaggerated. Where is the brake? Is there any way to see the lap times of others? Just cannot find it. Oh yeah, the broadcast tool surely works. But then he must watch the stream preview on his secondary monitor. Or is that overlay working actually in the user's game as well? I'm not sure. Let's try third gear. Good enough. Yeah, I really don't know how that RF2 broadcast tool works. I keep driving like I need to trip over the tires every corner. I should try kind of staying under that sleep limit. Oh, my battery is empty. Uh-oh. Wait, what does empty battery mean? It will not do anything with the braking, right? Because braking is a problem only when it's full. So I guess it's only with the traction zones. Redistribution of torque across front and rear axis. interesting. It looks like the braking performance moves a lot from the front towards the rear as the stint progresses, even though the temperatures are kind of balanced. Well, I'm in the middle of nowhere anyway, so... Yeah, it's not consistent, right? I don't know, I try 56 and then I try migration more max to the front. Oh, this was pretty nice now. I broke later than most of the times and I stopped too early. Nice balance into here as well. Lock up into here. Well, the brake migration would supposedly move the brake bias during the braking zone. So like you would start with 56.0 and end up with 58.5. It fits 2.5% migration. So if the rear was to step out late into the braking zone, it would be good to move migration to more positive value. Now somebody asked Michi what he thinks is the balance of performance between Porsche and the Cadillac. And then the question is gonna backfire as he will say the Cadillac is faster. Well, that's kind of a solid pace for quite worn tires. I wonder if it's possible to beat PB at this point. I would have beaten PB. So that's pretty nice. It feels like the braking performance has stabilized. Or maybe it just everything has stabilized in my head. Nice drift. First gear just feels necessary for turn 1, somehow. Thank you. Oh yeah, I see the gap is below 10 seconds, even though I made some quite bad laps within traffic. So not sure if his tires are dead, or he just dropped off. Yeah, I don't know. Surely part of that was the correct brake migration. BB in the last lap. What? Oh, that's the bug when the leader finishes it. It puts you into the pit. Okay. Did it put everybody in the pits? I'm still P1. Not P1 anymore. Well, at least I know it would have been 28.3, which is faster lap time than my quali. Well, oops. And this guy is behind me because he DNF'd, maybe out of fuel. So I'm gonna be, what, P13? Yeah, I need to talk to Michi or like watch what he did with his tires, because I was really underdriving or trying to underdrive them towards the end, although I still had quite some rear slip in places. But oh well, it's a known bug, so not much I can do about it now. Maybe they will want an XML from me or something. Send logs, yeah. I'll see. I don't know if they are on by default or not. Either way, let's see how our driver rating looks like. They are on by default, okay. Then I will send some logs. Well, that's fine. A lot of safety rank, and then the driver rank does not really matter too much at this point, because I get slotted into well, top split easily every time anyway, so not too big of a deal. Thank you, Hyperdrives. I've learned a lot, I think. It's just that like the limit of the car is a lot earlier than one would expect. Almost kind of drives like ACC in some aspect. Like you turn in, you feel a lot like the more you turn, the more it feels like there is grip, but all that you're doing is just getting false feedback. and you're just over pushing, and then the rears with very little throttle input, it already moves the rear too much out of corners, so that needs to be managed quite a lot, it seems. Or almost I need to put some sensitivity to throttle, like to lower the sensitivity, so it will be easily. I mean, it doesn't really help. It's just for helping the muscle memory, but with 200 laps, that's gonna be fine. Well, I suppose that will do it for today, to be honest. 3 races, 3 hours. Should be more than enough. Although I kind of want to beat Michi. And since let's register for this. Was he in P2? I mean LMP2, I think he was. Yeah, I'll do this one. I have to do it. Especially since this is probably the last LMU round for me until next week, because there is Formula Sim Racing round 1 on Sunday, and this year I'm gonna stream the whole season of that, so let's see how that's gonna go. It's gonna be quite challenging. I need to prepare quite well for that and gain some 3-4 tenths of quali lap time from tomorrow to Sunday. Not going to be easy, but well, let's see. Also a short break. I'll just click join and I'll be right back. Yeah, I should have restarted the game, but I keep forgetting. But today it kind of worked, I never had an issue. And I just had to go to main menu once to be able to join the next server. I did increase the FFB before, so to put that. No, I don't want to exit. What was the fuel? I'm gonna go with 8. Cold brakes, of course. Oh, Niels Naujoks. I think guys like Niels should be actually quite fast in this game, especially with hypercars and so on. Much less of a slip angle fast than it was in RF2. So I wonder how that's gonna play. The creep in this corner is so weird. I don't think the TC has got activated at all. That exit, which is weird. Maybe I put it to 5. Not good. Okay, second lap should be faster. What a handbrake. Ah, short shift. Or rather, double up shift. I put filtering. Why did it happen? Shame. Anyway, one more attempt. And yeah, that turn 2, it was kind of an excessive drift. It was not comfortable at all, but it was still probably fast because I didn't have understeer. Understeer is always worse than semi-decent drift. A shame for that double shift. I had lost 10.5 there, I think. And this resets. Why is this resetting? Oh, and I hit the sausage here, so should have 2 tenths if I nail the lap. Yeah, I would have been P1. Also this corner, I think I did something wrong, but I don't know what. Carried too little speed into it or something. That was huge amount of grip during that long ride. I thought that would be a cut, but felt like a good line. And that's a PB. But one more attempt. Now I had understeer at turn 2 and in second only lost a tenth. Too much slip. Could have stayed in second gear. Okay, not bad. Two consecutive laps which are faster than my previous PB and I'm very happy with that. Oh, that's a good workout. I'm gonna sleep well today. Yeah, I even lost 10th at least out of that last slow ride, I think. It feels like with this car I can actually lean onto the tires a bit, and then the hypercars just feel, I don't know, too heavy for the tires. That's the best way I can explain that. Niels is 1.5 off. That's very interesting. Although I think he would be much closer with Hypercar. Just because of that fact that one cannot lean onto the tires that much.
Ladies and gentlemen, please start your engines.
I think everybody has a love-hate relationship with this game. Was it 50 liters? I think it was. Yeah, it was. I took 52 and it was too much. Yeah, I guess that's it. Power cut 1. Should I try 2 now? I think I'll try 2. I don't know it. 1 felt a bit too much at some moments, but other moments felt like there is nothing. But I think it was just TC not activating. I think I put TC 6 on cut 1. Well, FFB feeling weak means exactly that, like FFB is weak because the fronts are weak, but then also the rears are weak. But yeah, for sure the foundation is pretty nice, and I hope people keep enjoying it so that the player base stays high. Yeah, exactly. The physics is the most important. The graphic aspect of the game is pretty nice. I like the looks. I thought it would say I accelerated too early. I messed that up. In RF2 I would got penalty for jumping the start probably, so I did not want to risk it. Now let's see what Nils does with the defending. I cannot go for it. Design of turn 1 is too bad for overtaking. What an esports line. No, Michi, go. I didn't know where the corner is. I'm too far away. Don't do it, Michi. Oh dear. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, no cut. That was on the limit. That was so much on the limit. I will try my best hyperdrives. Long race. And I was thinking if Michi passes Nils, I'm never gonna catch him again. But we have pace on Nils for sure. And my mic is doing that wobble thing again, I think. But as I said, I'm getting a new mic tomorrow. And that problem will be resolved. He's missed the apex. Oh, he smoked front left now, a little bit. Rip front left. Pain. Or maybe not pain. I'm proud of that move. Scary. That was quite a significant cut, I think. Like power cut from TC. So it works. But very rarely. Like here it's never activating. Yeah, no, Yox surely gained some pace. I think in quali he was just not warmed up. I think he was very on pace in low speed corners. Like on the corners when you need to rotate the car on a bit of trail braking, a lot on the nose, and then get the rear around. He was very fast in those corners, I think. But he struggled in medium and high speed. Too late on the brakes, but all good. No, for sure he knows the stuff. How did I miss this apex so much now? I thought I even braked a bit earlier. Maybe it was just the outside curb with way too little grip. Yeah, I don't know where to overtake the GTs in this kink. Nah, this was not good. Now going for this line through that kink would be, in an endurance race, sooner or later a big accident. Thankfully, the Ferrari moved. Where is Apex? Come on. I think Michi for sure has not won some races. Not sure. Now he was saying that at Fuji in GTEs he's half a second of pace. But then I'm not sure if he ever did GTE at Fuji. Engine blown. How did he manage that? Oh, that's the most missed apex of this year. And another one. What am I doing? Come on. 2 laps to go. Let's focus. I'm just taking the wet racing line, don't worry. That was a nice first gear there. One lap to go. PB was possible, but my front left is quite destroyed. Purple S1 is not too bad either. Oof. Alright. Yeah, about LMU nailing many things other sims don't have. I don't know, it's such a strange thing because it's a lot about psychology and about sometimes things just being viral for no reason at all, or well, for reasons that are impossible to predict, and then having like kind of small selection of cars and tracks in kind of modified old sim put together, resold, and just because of all the circumstances of it, it just drives and sells so well and it's so much fun. I don't know why, but yeah, it just many things click together despite it being kind of full of bugs and features and early access and everything. Yeah, what LMU did better than RF2 in terms of driving? Well, for sure the cold tire aspect, although it's not been implemented yet in GTEs. But for sure on the newest, most updated tire model on the Hypercars, it's really good. And then also the overheating is a bit more pronounced as well. Yeah, some hypercars like this DPI car, the Cadillac DPI in RF2 or the McLaren Senna, they should be like very sensitive on tires in some aspect because they are high downforce, they are fast cars, but you just need to kick the rear around the corner so much and slide it like crazy. And here the hypercars drive like you would expect watching the onboards. So that's pretty good. And yeah, I don't know how the replays work with LMU, to be honest. I need to figure out. Where is that even replay? Is it even, I don't know where to even set the replays. Oh, Michi did a fastest lap in the end. But yeah, a redemption for bad BOP in Fuji. and I'm up to silver 3, nice. And I had 6 contacts with myself, beautiful. So let's quickly check where I'm still in online. Okay. So where is there replace at all here? There is instant replay. Oh, I'm not S3 yet. What? Oh, it's that bug. I don't understand any of it. But anyway, if I find a replay, I will upload. If I don't, then I will have some better races. Or well, I mean, I have the stream. I'll just cut the stream and upload some shorts or reels or whatever. But anyway, that's it for now. I'm hungry. I'm tired, and I need to practice Formula Sim racing tomorrow morning. So good days. Thank you guys for watching, for having chat. It was a pleasure. And well, thank you again. Have a nice rest of the evening and a very good night. Bye bye.